it is another day of Vlogmas. I'm just going to put this down here. And I'm going to open day 10 of the Advent calendar. I lost some of my nails, and that's just the way it is right now. But I'm more excited to know what is inside of this this box right here. La, 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 la. These are so cute. We've got some little gloves. Oh, I love them. They're so cute. I know that they're just like plain white gloves, but that's actually what I like about them. They're basic, and we can pretty much wear them with anything. But they're still festive. They still work with the season. And okay, so spoiler alert, if you have this Advent calendar, sorry, I'm gonna spoil this a little bit for you. They also gave mitts. So this box had gloves. We just got gloves today for day 10, but they also put in mitts. I love that. I love that you get the option, because some people do prefer mitts over the gloves. I like both of them. Actually, what I do on colder days, and if you live in a cold climate the way I do, then you might find yourself doubling up here, where you're gonna, you're gonna wear the mitts and the gloves, and then that way if you take off the gloves to like do something, you still got the little mitts. Only downside with the mitts is I don't believe I can use them. Let me see if I can use them no, cannot use it for touch screen. That's okay. I still think that they're cute, and I still think that they're a nice addition to an Advent calendar. So, once again, I'm a happy camper. So today I am finally doing something that I have wanted to do for a while during the holiday season. I'm going to make some cinnamon rolls, and I'm using this recipe from a website called Ambitious Kitchen, and she calls it the best cinnamon rolls you'll ever eat. So I'm going to attempt to make some today and see, in fact, if it is the best cinnamon rolls ever. And I'm a little bit nervous because I want to use my bread maker to make the dough. And I've never actually done that before. I haven't really used my bread maker to make anything other than bread. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try my best, and hopefully these will turn out and actually be edible. I've added my flour, and I'm now going to just start my bread maker. Fingers crossed that it does what it's supposed to do. Once again, I've never used this to just make dough before. I only ever use it to make bread. So I really hope that this works and we get some tasty cinnamon rolls at the end of it. So the dough came out pretty good. It's nice and soft. It's actually warm. Before I even start to roll the dough, I'm going to make the cinnamon spread. And because I'm going to make kind of Christmas inspired cinnamon buns, what I'm going to do is add a little bit of holiday cheer, a little Christmas flavoring. So when I make the frosting, I'm going to use some Betty Crocker whipped frosting, cream cheese frosting, but I'm going to add a little bit of the Aspen Mullings caramel cider spice blend to it as well. And I'm not going to do that for all of the cinnamon buns. I'll just do a few, see how it tastes, and then in the future I will know whether or not this is a good mix. But before we even get working on the frosting, we got to make the filling for the cinnamon buns. And we're going to quickly make the filling. So what you'll need is some softened butter, some brown sugar, And I've got some ground cinnamon as well. So it's just like 2/3 cup. Of that. And for the cinnamon, so I'm just gonna mix all that up. And I'll put this to the side for now while I roll the dough. One of the reasons why I do not bake very much is because rolling dough is seriously not fun when you have joint issues or muscle issues. If you have like any chronic condition that affects one of those body parts, yeah, this is not fun. It's just a lot of work, and then your joints and muscles are hurting. So I don't bake very often, even though I like doing it. It's very satisfying, but my body doesn't always want to cooperate with me. If anybody out there knows any kind of tool or device that helps people like myself to do this kind of task, let us know. There's like an automatic roller. Please comment down below, because I will most likely buy it. But I'm just going to continue to roll this dough, and then I will show you afterwards the next step. So this recipe asks the baker to spread like softened butter onto the dough as opposed to melting it. I've always done it with melted butter, so this is new. We're trying something different, and we're hoping that it works. So I'm just gonna follow the instructions. Yeah, this is different. This is different. I read why she says that it should be done this way, and it was a very detailed explanation. And do you think I can remember it? No. So I will put it in the video as to why she thinks that this method of spreading the butter as opposed to melting it is better. But we'll see. You want to use your fingers to put the brown sugar cinnamon mixture onto the butter. So once you've finished spreading the mixture onto the butter, you want to use your fingers and just gently mix the mixture into the butter. I have never done this before. This is kind of interesting. Okay, then you want to tightly roll the dough, and this is the part where I often mess up my cinnamon rolls. But we are just going to do it. You want to seal the end, and I might just have to cut off a little bit at the end, since that doesn't have anything on it. You then want to just cover it up with a plastic wrap. And a towel. And we're going to let that sit and rise a little bit more for about 30 to 45 minutes. So that gives me time to watch another episode of the show I was watching. And then we'll come back and do the next step. So we've allowed it to rise for about 30 minutes. And now they're going to go in the oven. And we'll see what they're like when they come out in 20 to 25 minutes. So typical me. My timer just paused in the middle of it. It stopped working. And so they, I think they stayed in maybe a little bit longer than I had wanted them to. But they are still nice and soft. The top is brown, and you can see they've risen quite a bit. I'm going to now make the frosting spread that's going to go on top of these. While they cool, you want them to cool for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to dig in, see how they taste. Okay, I'm just going to add a sprinkle of the Aspen cider to the frosting. One batch of the frosting. Okay. Here is one of the cinnamon buns with the apple cider, caramel apple cider spice blend mixed into the frosting. I've already tried one of them and it was pretty good. It's got this really nice hint of like caramel and cider spice. So yeah, definitely tastes like Christmas. These are my Christmas cinnamon rolls. The dough is really good. The bread maker did a good job with the dough. And here we have the frosted cinnamon rolls. They do look really good. So I'm excited to just tuck into these. I'm going to be having them during the mornings. Going to have my Christmas morning tea and my cinnamon rolls. I can check this off my list of things I did during the holidays. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Have a holly jolly day. Bye.